Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Flake.
I thank the gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes. I thank the gentleman for yielding. 17 amendments were ruled in order, but I can tell you one that wasn't. It was one that I offered. It would have been simple to do it. If we're going to make 17 amendments in order, why not make this one? I offered an amendment that would simply have prevented any funds appropriated to the federal agencies that must participate in these grant programs for being used for earmarks. Now, last week we had a bill called the Beach Bill. It came under an open rule, so I couldn't be blocked from offering a similar amendment, saying no funds authorized in this bill could be used for earmarks. I offered that amendment, and it received overwhelming support. It passed by a 2-to-1 margin. I believe more than half of the Democrats voted for it, and an overwhelming number of Republicans. Why wouldn't we allow that amendment to be offered here? We have programs here, grant programs, that will offer some. It's conceivable there could be 5,000 or 6,000 grants offered under this program. The temptation is going to be, as it is with all of the other accounts that we've earmarked in this place, to earmark it for members to simply set aside and say, I want this grant to go to one of my constituents or somebody else. And for those who say, we haven't traditionally done that with this program, well, we didn't traditionally do it with the Homeland Security bill either. For the first 3 years that it came to the floor, some $32 billion, none of it was earmarked. But last year, nearly about $750,000 million was earmarked, more than 600 earmarks, nearly all of them airdropped in at the last moment. So we have a habit around here of discovering a pot of money that can be earmarked for our own political purposes. I know that the overwhelming majority of rank-and-file members in this body don't want this to happen, because it's typically those members in a leadership position or a committee chair position or in committees or some member of seniority that typically benefits more than other members. But I was denied the ability to bring that amendment to the floor today. And I would submit that the more we allow bills like this to come to the floor without amendments being offered like this, the more we're going to suffer. Yes.
James recognized.
I thank the gentleman. As we allow bills, authorization bills, to come to the floor, and we don't have a prohibition about the money being appropriated later from being earmarked, we're going to see them earmarked. That has been the trend around this place in recent years. That trend is not just continuing, it is accelerating with the Homeland Security bill, as I mentioned. So I would appeal to everyone to vote down this rule. Let's bring back a rule that allows a broader scope of amendments, ones that will actually preclude all of the grants being offered by this authorization bill or authorized in this bill from being earmarked for political purposes. And I thank the gentleman for yielding. And with that, I would urge a no vote on the rule. I yield back.
Gentleman